Previously, Chinese warlord Kongming is reincarnated 2,000 years into future and wakes up in a modern Japan. He meets a depressed girl called Eiko, who wants to become a superstar. Kongming immediately feels strong need to help her on her music journey, and he starts using military tactics and schemes to boost Eiko's reputation overnight. Sometime later, Eiko and Kabi are performing together regularly. After one of their performances, Kongming talks to them about gathering 100,000 likes. He identified 3 other groups who are trying to reach that goal. All 3 of them have already gathered a considerable amount of likes, but Kongming only considers Azalea a real threat, a girls' band backed by Key Time, a major agency. Kongming decides they will make their post 3 days before the deadline of the challenge, and Eiko is concerned, but trusts him. Kongming also tells Kabi to finally go through with his rap battle against Sekitoba so he can focus on helping Eiko afterwards. Kongming wants to use Eiko's new song to gather the 100,000 likes they need. Before Eiko went to a studio to record her song professionally, Kongming gave her multicolored bags and told her to open them if she gets anxious. She is curious and decides to open them immediately. Inside, she finds a note saying she needs to buy 2 jumbo-sized puddings, a public road usage permit, and a ticket to the observation deck of Shibuya Sky Square. She doesn't understand what it all means, but she buys the pudding. Meanwhile, Kabi contacts Sekitoba and arranges everything for their rap battle. Entering the recording studio, Eiko meets an easygoing DJ called Kid. Kongming made a bet with Kid that if Eiko can make a song Kid is satisfied with, he won't have to pay for recording it. If she can't impress Kid, Kongming will become Kid's tactician. At first, Kid isn't motivated, but after Eiko gives him the pudding she bought, he agrees to begin the recording session. Singing her favorite singer's song, Eiko impresses Kid, but he tells her she doesn't have her own voice. He sends her away until she finds a unique voice that is her own. Meanwhile, Kabi is writing new rhymes for his rap battle but can't come up with anything. Walking through town, Eiko remembers the public road usage permit Kongming gave her and decides to perform on the street. She notices a black-haired girl singing on the street and is impressed by her voice. Suddenly, the police stops the girl because she doesn't have a permit to sing on the street, and Eiko hurries towards her. She gives the girl her permit, wanting to hear her sing more. After the police are satisfied, the 2 girls get to know each other. The black-haired girl, who is called Nanami, invites Eiko to play the guitar and sing with her. Hearing the 2 of them perform together, people on the street stop to listen. Afterwards, Eiko and Nanami decide to sing together the next day too. The following day, Eiko meets up with Nanami again, who brings a bass guitar with her. Nanami turns out to be skilled at playing the bass, and the 2 of them perform together again. Eiko notices Nanami can sing a cover song but make it sound like it's her own song, so she tries doing the same. The next day, Eiko and Kabi both don't know how to get better. While Eiko is singing, Kabi joins her, rapping along with her. The 2 of them turn out to be an amazing combination. However, they still feel like there's something missing. Eiko feels like Nanami has something she doesn't, and Kabi feels Sekitoba has something he doesn't. In order to return to his roots, Kabi visits his old high school. On the street, Eiko performs with Nanami again. Afterwards, Nanami invites Eiko to a public bath and dinner. Meanwhile, Kabi meets his old friend who introduced him to rap in the first place. They rap together for a while and have fun. Kabi thinks he can't beat Sekitoba, but his friend makes him realize that winning isn't what's most important. The most important thing is to have fun. He tells him he is proud of Kabi, no matter if he wins or loses. Seeing she is troubled, Nanami decides to help Eiko get more singing experience and teach her how to sing better. The days go by, and Eiko performs on the street with Nanami every day, getting better and better until she finally feels she is ready to sing for Kid. While Nanami is waiting for Eiko to come back from Kid's studio, she gets a call. A man tells her she has to stop singing on the street. At Kid's studio, Eiko sings for him. Kid admits she has gotten better, but thinks she won't be good enough until she figures out what her real goal is. Afterwards, remembering she got a ticket from Kongming, Eiko takes Nanami to the observation deck of Shibuya Sky Square. Nanami admits she is actually Azalea's masked bassist and vocalist. In high school, Nanami formed a band called Azalea with 2 other girls. When they graduated, the 3 of them moved to Tokyo, but their band wasn't very successful. One day, a producer called Kurosawa found them, promising they will get extremely popular in 2 years if they listen to everything he tells them to do. At first, they declined, but shortly they realized they can't make it on their own. When they agreed to listen to Kurosawa, he started controlling everything about Azalea, their outfits, songs, and choreography. As soon as Azalea changed their image, their fan base started growing. With time, Azalea became extremely successful and profitable, but the girls had to give up on their own music. That is why Nanami started singing in the street so she can recapture her love of music. She wants to quit Azalea, but she doesn't want to betray her staff and fans. Eiko confesses to Nanami that she is aiming to participate in the Summer Sonia Festival, just like Azalea. Eiko suddenly gets up and starts singing, wanting to support Nanami and all the people who have their own troubles. With the intention to reach Nanami's heart, she sings better than ever, making Nanami cry. Karasawa calls Nanami and she leaves, telling Eiko they will probably be rivals the next time they meet. Before she disappears, Eiko tells her she wants to sing with her again one day. A week before the deadline for the Summer Sonia qualification, Kabi is ready to confront Sekitoba and Eiko is ready to present her singing to Kid. At Kid's studio, Eiko manages to convince Kid to produce her song. At Karasawa's studio, he tells the Azalea girls that they will hold a surprise concert in 5 days where they will hold a 1 million yen giveaway, with which he will ensure they get 100,000 likes. Meanwhile, Kabi's rap battle is beginning soon. He is nervous, he gets his determination back, thinking about representing everyone who has as little self-confidence as he does. He climbs on the stage and faces Sekitoba. Kabi raps confidently about finding his own way of life and representing all the people who are like him, impressing Sekitoba. After the battle, before the winner can be announced, Sekitoba decides that Kabi has won. Inspired by Kabi's victory, Eiko, together with Kongming and Kobayashi, go to Kid's studio where they finally record her song. Eiko is impressed by Kid's arrangement for her song and starts singing. Hearing her sing, Kongming feels like he has returned to his own time. He remembers meeting with his lord, who tells him he wants to achieve peace so his people can be happy. Asking Kongming to assist him, Kongming agrees. Until the deadline for the Summer Sonia Festival qualifications, Eiko keeps practicing and polishing her new song while Nanami also does her best. On the day before the deadline, Eiko and her friends meet up at the BB Lounge for a strategy meeting. Meanwhile, in Shibuya, Azalea prepares to hold their surprise concert, but the girls aren't enthusiastic because they're relying on the power of money. They board a truck with a mobile stage and head out to the place where they will be performing. However, knowing everything about their plans, Kongming prepared a truck of his own. Stopping the truck in the middle of Shibuya, Kongming confuses the people outside. When Eiko starts performing one of Azalea's songs, the crowd starts thinking Azalea started performing, not being able to see well because of the thick fog. People start gathering around the truck, searching for the QR code for Azalea's 1 million yen giveaway. Meanwhile, Karasawa finds out someone else is singing to Azalea's music, while they haven't even arrived at their concert's location yet. Suddenly, Kongming's truck displays a QR code and the people start scanning it and liking Eiko's post. However, the counter stops at 70,000 likes when the people realize Eiko is not actually Azalea. Azalea's truck finally arrives at the same location where Eiko and the others are and start their own concert, attracting everyone towards them. Nanami feels like there is no other choice for her but to perform even if she doesn't enjoy it. Suddenly, she sees Eiko and is ashamed of herself. She doesn't want Eiko to see her wearing the clothes she doesn't like in the song, which isn't hers. Azalea finally reveals the QR code for their giveaway and their post starts getting likes rapidly. However, Kongming still has one more trick up his sleeve. He tells his plan to Kabi and he starts rapping. He raps about Azalea being imposters who lip-syncs and are controlled by their manager. Azalea's fans start getting angry, but start getting suspicious. A confusion starts spreading and people start thinking Azalea are fakes and their QR code leads to a scam website. Even though Azalea only needs 2,000 more likes, their like counter stops. However, it turns out Kabi overdid it because the audience starts chanting for Eiko and the others to go away. Nanami asks the audience to quiet down and Eiko starts singing. She attracts the audience back to her with her beautiful and polished voice. Karasawa thinks quick, wanting to premiere Azalea's new song, but Nanami doesn't listen to him. Hearing the song, Nanami and her bandmates realize they want to stop working with Karasawa. While she is singing, Eiko's post rapidly gets likes until it finally gets 100,000 of them as soon as she finishes her song. The audience cheers loudly and Kongming tells Eiko she has reached her goal. Suddenly, Nanami and her friends unmask themselves and start playing one of their own songs from their past. For the first time in a long while, they enjoy performing and the audience loves them too. When they finish, Karasawa tells them there is no way they can succeed by themselves, but Nanami and the others say they will keep making their own music even if they continue failing. Suddenly, Kongming appears, showing them he has recorded Azalea's performance and immediately uploaded it to the internet and getting an overwhelmingly positive response. A large number of people gather around Azalea and cheer them on. That night, everyone parties at the B Lounge. Even Karasawa is there and Kongming talks to him. Kongming figured out Karasawa wanted to succeed as a musician in the past, but he couldn't make it. That is why he wanted Azalea to succeed at any cost. It turns out Karasawa truly believed in Azalea, but his methods were wrong. Suddenly, Nanami and her friends appear and thank Karasawa for everything, asking him to produce them once again, this time with their own songs. On the roof, Eiko finds Kongming and thanks him for all his help. Kongming says his strategies in the past resulted in the loss of many lives, but is thankful to now be able to use them for peace and the people's happiness. He promises to continue supporting Eiko in the future. Suddenly, Kabi appears, telling Eiko to come down and perform her new song for the audience once again. Heading down with her to see her perform, Kongming sees his former lord in Eiko. Hey, thank you for staying all the way till the end. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. It takes only a second, but it means everything to us. Have a great day and see you in the next video.